Crazy. What a scene. Film a movie up in here. Oh my God. What used to be, looks like a laundromat and a restaurant, possibly even a nursery. Hopefully there weren't children on the opposite side of this wall right here. I believe was the nursery. With a cigarette butt right in the popo's nose. A private investigative promotional advertisement right here. In Japanese right here, it says, problems that you cannot solve, we will solve for you. The abundant amount of vending machines all throughout random little neighborhoods like this. You could just get your morning coffee instead of having to walk a mile or two to the local coffee shop. Just get it right here. I'm 6'4", so what the hell would happen if I did not duck underneath this doorway? Good God, get decapitated is the answer. Private Eye Travel Guy checking in with you guys live from Osaka, Japan today on this beautiful, gloomy day in this really cute neighborhood that is completely different from where I stayed at in Japan back in 2018 in Tokyo. The one thing I have in mind, guys, here in Osaka, it's always got the reputation of being a little bit more gritty, a little bit more dirty, which is not very traditional by the Japanese reputation. So what we're gonna do right now is try to find if that is factual or if it's a myth, just by walking around the immediate area that I'm staying at right now. Based on what I've seen so far, it is quite compelling. It is definitely, just like they say in the threads and all of the public announcements and things, and I'm starting to get the vibe that maybe it is a little bit factual, especially where I'm staying. I don't want to say it's any bit hood. By the way, I have to keep my voice down because I have a very profound voice for a white boy. And one thing in Japan, you got to be respectful of the culture and try to remain as quiet as possible, because they are a little bit more of a reserved culture out here where they don't like noise, don't like loudness, things like that. So let's get to work, guys, and see if Osaka, Japan is a little bit more chippy than anywhere else in this beautiful country that all of you need to visit. Let's get to work, guys. Yeah, man, so the first thing I'm starting to notice in my neighborhood is just the properties are just a little less cared for here. We got a bunch of overgrown vegetation just chilling outside. I don't even know if this is in service right now, this little unit here. But yeah, back in Tokyo, I don't remember seeing any units this kind of beat up or in disarray. And then over here on the corner, like I said, we start seeing bars on windows too. So back in the day, you know, like obviously they were a little bit concerned about their safety. Chipped window here. And one other thing that I never saw in Tokyo was this much trash, man. These streets right over here, they are a little bit dirtier than I remembered it to be in Tokyo. So that is another interesting thing that I'm seeing. Really cool rustic mailboxes that have seen better days. Very, very condensed housing. And as you can see, cars are not as common with the amount of bikes that you see in Tokyo or in Japan in general. The form of transportation is a lot more common on bike rather than it is by a vehicle. Yeah, apparently they do celebrate Christmas out here. I've been seeing that around town quite a bit. Awesome, man. Once again, just a little bit of uncared for clutter back here, some trash, overgrown vegetation in the middle of nowhere. Stuff that I don't remember seeing in Tokyo. Yeah, so this neighborhood Dori, aka like a neighborhood market of some kind, man, I really do wonder how much of a beating it took due to COVID. I know that Japan was like one of the biggest suffers, unfortunately, and they remained locked down for some of the greatest record-holding time throughout the entire world. So I really do wonder what percentage of responsibility COVID had to do with this. I really wonder if it was more lively back in the day, pre-COVID. I do honestly wonder, because everything, as you can see, is pretty much shut down and just completely, oh my goodness, holy sh! My buddy was not kidding about this. Goodness. Leftover sake bottle.
Soy sauce in there.
Soy sauce? That rooftop just collapsed due to some type of fire over here, man. Crazy. What a scene. Film a movie up in here.
It's in the back.
Like a bathroom.
Go upstairs as you're on risk.
I know, right? That thing's burnt the hell out, dude.
It's just the top that's got the...
Jesus. Oh my God. Damn. Just absolutely devastating damage up here at the top level of what used to be, looks like a laundromat and a restaurant, possibly even a nursery. Hopefully there weren't children on the opposite side of this wall right here, I believe is the nursery. And I also wonder what was the cause of the fire, but absolutely devastating. Very sad. Not only beat up from COVID restrictions, but also victim of a terrible, terrible inferno. I would go further in, but as you guys could see, that would not be smart. That floor, that walling is completely flimsy and ready to let loose, and I'm 250 pounds. So that wouldn't help much either. Here's the exterior of the two victimized buildings of that inferno that we just got witness of firsthand, going up there, up that staircase. That's my only theory, guys, in terms of the burn down from those two businesses, or even three, and that rooftop that we were looking at right there. It's the fact that the owner nor the insurance company saw any upside potential in continuing on with a area this run down and just dead, man. There's no reason to reinvest more money into it, so they just left it there, completely abandoned and there to rot. And if I ever get back to Osaka in the next 10, 20, 30 years, I bet you this will still be here the exact same way that it is right now. 3-inch layers of dust and debris and clutter, and good God, this stuff has not been touched in fucking decades. I'm 6'4", so what the hell would happen if I did not duck underneath this doorway? Good God, get decapitated is the answer. Yeah, dude, everything is just run down. Completely apocalyptic and ghost town like, man. Look at this. Look at the grime, man. Holy shit. And then right here in this cutty ass alleyway. So awesome, man. A private investigative promotional advertisement right here. In Japanese right here, it says, problems that you cannot solve, we will solve for you. Akutaki Tante. Maybe I need to hit this fool up, dude. We collaborate. I live right across the pond. I could have a colleague out here in Japan. I'm gonna hit him up for sure. But like my buddy said, not the greatest location for a promotional advertisement. Some cutty ass random alley. And this is definitely still comparable to what I was seeing in Tokyo. This is about the coolest thing that you will see in Japan when you guys come here, is the abundant amount of vending machines all throughout random little neighborhoods like this. You could just get your morning coffee instead of having to walk a mile or two to the local coffee shop. Just get it right here. I just bought this one, the Rainbow Blend Boss that I bought in 2018. Tastes a little bit different, but still in my top 5 when it comes to canned coffee in Japan. Highly recommend it. Can you guys imagine, like, if we had these in the States? Like, the reason we don't have these in the States is because we have a crime issue. You know, those things would be yanked by God knows what. Tow machines, people would be bringing power tools over there, breaking into them, and there would be no repercussions. So that is the reason that we can't get on Japan's level, because they have their crime under control here, man, and they could afford to do things like that, unlike us. So even though we may be somewhat in the hood of Osaka, it's still, these machines remain safe. It's kind of a little, I think you call this like, I forget what they call in Japanese, but it's like a dotonbori is what they call, like a eatery shopping area. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. This has been here for a hot minute, guys. I do not know where I walked into, but this is really, really awesome. Ohio. They're just getting prepared for their afternoon customers to arrive. Got some takoyaki right there. Ohio. And then not only can you buy coffee and different beverages at the vending machines, but you could also buy your cigarettes for an extremely cheap price in comparison to American standards. We got anything ranging from 400 to 600 yen, which is approximately ranging anywhere from $3.50 to $6 in USD. Look at this little cool alley, guys. Seeing this kind of stuff all throughout Japan. You're into random little narrow alleyways that you want to get lost in, maze-like stuff where Google Maps don't even know where you are. Japan is for you, 100%. We're just clutter and trash, man. You guys, we're I hate to be the burden of bad news, but aren't we starting to slowly come to conclusion here that this is, I guess you could say, not really up to Japanese standards? I'm very, very surprised. I'm always one where I'm never gonna jump on a side without knowing my proper information, but this is, we're slowly coming to conclusion that maybe all of the information and the threads that we read about, maybe it was truthful and accurate. And then this building kind of caught my attention too. Just by the presentation, a little bit more beat up and uncared for than you would normally see anywhere else in Japan. Condensation's been eating away at the paint for many, many years, possibly centuries. Who knows how freaking old this building is right here, but it's like, you know, I don't know if low income housing exists in Japan, but if I was to guess, oh shoot, how do you even get upstairs? Huh. All right, I found it, guys. It was on the west side of the building. Let's give this a quick little spot check. Huh. No clutter, no trash up here, which is nice. Relatively well maintained. This also, you guys, another thing I wanted to point out about these bars, the railings, definitely not only for security purposes, but one thing I am starting to notice about this neighborhood is it's very elderly. So the Japanese government may This could be you know, an elderly, over 65 type community that we see in the States. So maybe you may have to reach a certain age in terms of requirements on living here. It's pretty uncommon to see graffiti in Japan as well, so that was worth documenting. And over here, I find this pretty funny. No idea what it says in Japanese, but it looks like it's anti-law enforcement, if I was to guess. With a cigarette butt right in the popo's nose. Hey Inu, hey Inu. Inu is how you say dog in Japanese, just for future reference, y'all. All right, guys, absolute rookie mistake on my part. I forgot to shoot an outro shot in beautiful Osaka, Japan. So here I am right inside of my own home. As I edit this video, we are going to go ahead and add this in here, letting you know that I do appreciate if you made it to the end of this video. I do appreciate the viewership. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to help grow the channel and continue forward on maybe funding this exact project of exploring the world and all of the rare and unique things that it has to offer. I would appreciate that very much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.